So what are some things that you do, because you're someone who's been growing himself now for many, many years, what do you do when you're feeling stagnant in your personal growth, when you feel like things aren't working or you feel stuck, or what's your answer to that?
Okay. So, first of all, you got to recognize it's going to happen. You're going to hit that point. You're gonna find, no matter how bad you want to grow, you're going to hit that stagnant place, no matter what. Okay. So, they set those goals at the beginning of the year, and they're like, I'm going to obtain this. I'm excited. It's the beginning of something new. They got fresh vision. They got fresh ideas. And just about everybody does it. Just about everybody does it. And I really, honestly, I like to push it. When it's that time of year, I like to get a new group, and I say, let's go. But soon, the majority of those people fall off the attempt. And I think the reason they do, well, first of all, you got to understand it's normal. You're hitting that wall. It's totally normal. And then you got to go back to the why. You got to go back to why you want to grow. And if it's just so you can build up muscle and other people can see your big muscles, you're going to fail. If it's just so you can be a good preacher, you're going to fail. But if you go back to your why and you say, this isn't about me, this is about other people, and I got to stay one step ahead of those people that I'm helping to grow as well, then you can get back on your horse. So next, you got to check. All right, first you got to check your motive. Then you've got to understand that you've made a decision. You've made a decision to grow in a certain area, and you've decided I'm going to go from point A to point B, and that means every other option's been cut off. You have cut off and destroyed every other option. And then you start to focus on one day at a time. And a one-day decision over time leads to long-term destinations. That's my big key. There's a reason for the fasting. There's a reason for the praying. There's a reason that I'm reading the Bible. There's a reason I'm studying. There's a reason I'm sacrificing. There's an expected end. I'm looking at something more than myself. And there's a reason I'm telling myself no. And then, since that reason is beyond myself, and I've gotten back to the why, I make sure I got a written out growth plan for the whole year. This is important. You got to write down. You got to write down everything you want, and then you got to write down what you need to get those things you want or you want to be, and then you got to write down your steps that you have to do those things. And then once you got that, you got to take those steps and make daily disciplines that you're going to do every day. Like, I'm going to get up, I'm going to talk to God, I'm going to get a word from God, I'm going to study my Bible, I'm going to pray, whatever, I'm going to fast. Then you're going to take weekly disciplines. I'm going to fast 1 or 2 days this week. Maybe I'm going to study a subject every week. I think Caleb said I'm going to work on writing my book 1 chapter a week or something like that. Then you got to make sure you got monthly disciplines. And the monthly disciplines are going to be like, I don't want to be a jerk anymore. Okay, so you got a lot of, I want to be more humble. And so that list is longer, and you're not working on that just every day. Hopefully you get that done the first month. Okay, all right, so then you get back to that. And then on the first every month, I review my progress. I go back to my sheet, and I make sure that I'm reviewing my progress. And then I add to the month what I'm going to work on that next month.
Okay. So you review what you've just done at the beginning of every next month. So in a way, you're kind of building in points where you're refocusing on motive, how things are going, methods, things like that. So if something's not working, as far as if you feel like, I had this goal, but maybe I need to up the intensity or I need to change something I'm doing every day, are you flexible with that? Do you change that?
Absolutely.
So you're, okay, I think that's good too.
If what I'm doing is not working, or it's burning me out, I'm going to have to change it. And so on the first, I got a reminder that says, go back through your growth plan. And I look and I see what I've done and what I haven't done. And I'm going to encourage myself.
Gotcha. I think a lot of people they don't check in with it. I think sometimes that's where we fail because, after 3 or 4 or 5 months, at that point, it's been so long since you've rechecked where you're at that you just give up.
I think another big key is at the beginning, I made a page for every month, January, February, March, April, and then I put what it was that my dailies were with 30, if it's 30 days in the month, 30 check boxes, and reading the Bible and stuff like that, and then fasting, maybe I only had 6 check boxes for that month. So I was going to fast once every day, once a week, and then 2 days on 1 week or 2 weeks. And then I got my monthly ones, and they're just blanks. and I fill in that month what I'm going to work on for that month. And so at the beginning, I was really checking it off and making a habit out of it. And so daily decisions and making a habit leads to greater destinations.
Yeah.